morning and welcome to Shave&Butcher. No joke in this video, I just wanted to read something I thought was interesting. It's a quote from Ricky Gervais, the British comedian. He says, "Please stop saying you can't joke about anything anymore. You can. You can joke about whatever the fuck you like." It's his fuck. And some people won't like it and they'll tell you that they don't like it. Then it's up to you whether you give a fuck or not, and so on. It's a good system. Interesting. Just a quick one this morning. I've been shaving with the Shavent, which is a German razor in which you put half DE blades. I use it for head shaving as an alternative to my leaf razor, and I haven't been all that enthusiastic when I've showed this on video before. But I've come to terms with this thing now and I really like it, so I just want to mention that. This is what it looks like without the blades. Now, this thing is supposed to fit 3 blades, 3 half DE blades. So you put one in, then you have a little metal thing as a spacer, separator, put another blade in, put the other separator in, 3rd blade, and then the cap on. But I got advice from a fellow wet shaver that to use 2 blades only instead and have 2 spacers in between, and that's my sweet spot. So that's what I found works well. Now, in the beginning I had a bit of trouble loading the razor, getting the blades aligned. I'm not going to do that up here because I don't have that problem anymore. So putting one in, putting a spacer in. You'll have to trust me, I am. Putting the other spacer in, so that this is not the way it's meant to be, but that gives a bigger distance between the 2 half DE blades, which I like and I prefer, and it makes them clog less, or there's no clogging actually. Plus, it helps the shave become as efficient as I want it to. So, excitement down here, putting in the blades. Okay, what am I doing? There you go. Hard to see, but those are the 2 blades installed. They're not new, so that they're not super clean, but then, yeah, bigger distance between the lower blade and the upper blade, and then you fit on the top cap, which I will do down here as well, and you just fasten the screws. Oh, oops. I was gonna say very simple, and it is if you do it in the right direction. In the wrong direction and then they come off. So again, let's do it down here. So just make sure again that everything is aligned, and I think it is. There you go. Do the other one in a minute. So this is 2 screws as opposed to 1 in the leaf. Makes no difference in terms of use. 2 screws seems to make sense. On the leaf it's 1 in the middle, but it works just fine as well. So I think that's correct. So I'll do a quick head shave while we're at it because I need to. I'm just going to use a cream today, which I'm not going to use a brush to lather. This is Viking Bulgarian. Really good. So if you want to shave on the quick and you don't want to use the brush, it's pretty handy. So I use yay much. Actually, that's a bit more than I usually use. Add a bit of water and just massage it in. You can actually shave your face like this as well. It's just if you do 2-3 passes on the face. It's nice to have a proper built-up lather with a brush, but for a quick head shave, this is just fine. early morning, can't really sleep. What do? You shave. Well, I need to shave anyway. Need to look good on camera for those meetings we still have, although they're on video. So I think I was struggling a bit in the beginning, aligning the blades. And that's why I even cut myself. That can still happen if you don't pay attention. If you press too much, that happens. But what I'm doing is I'm going essentially with the grain, where I'm going the way I've been going for, what is it, almost 18 years now that I've been head shaving. And I used to do it with a Mach 3, and then I did it with a, what's it called, Gillette Fusion. This cream is incredibly slick. It really lacks zero slickness compared to any old artisan or whatever traditional soap. It's less entertaining to work with because while you can use a brush, it doesn't really build up into anything like a big lather. It also isn't hydrating. No soap is really, just some soaps are less dehydrating, in my opinion. Put on a soap and shave, your skin's going to be drier than it was before you started shaving. No matter which soap you use, just some contain more good stuff. So it's less obvious that it gets drier. And you know, some soaps are conditioned in the way that if you don't have really dry skin, you may not need an aftershave or a balm or anything like that, because your greasy skin will rehydrate itself. That's the case for me. I just put a balm on most of the time anyway, because it's nice. And it does make a difference in skin quality. It actually does. I haven't had, and I don't have skin issues anymore. I don't have pimples, I have nothing. And that's because I use good stuff, but I think it's mainly because I rehydrate well, and I typically use pretty good products when I moisturize. But if you're a tough guy, you may not need to. You don't need a balm, not even in the winter when it's really cold. Okay, so my skin is cracking into pieces, but that doesn't matter because I'm a man and I don't need a balm. Balms are for weak people. Did you recognize yourself? Well, if you do, just do me a favor, try a balm for a week, or just any moisturizing cream that is made for your face, not for the rest of the body, because the skin obviously is a bit different. The oops was okay, I think, in the end. Yeah, I'm just cleaning up here. Perfect. So I'm gonna rinse to make sure it's clean enough. So now I use this in the same way and with the same speed that I use the leaf. Before I was more careful, and it really is a good razor. So piece of advice, if you're struggling with this, with the blades and clogging and cutting, etc., use 2 blades and put the 2 spacers in between. So I feel I can recommend this now, just as much as the leaf. Economically, they're very, very similar, and it's a good shaver. That's it. I'm gonna do a face shave now on camera, so stay tuned and show.